Good morning. Thank you for joining me to learn about C-PACER. For those who are unfamiliar with the program, C-PACER stands for Commercial Property Assessed Clean Energy and Resiliency. It is long-term financing for energy upgrades from private lenders on commercial projects in coordination with local government. I want to thank our regional enhancement partner, Cirrus Aircraft, and our infrastructure ecosystem partners, Axe Fleet Maintenance, Cook Brothers Homes, Fraley and Schilling, and SmartBank for supporting this educational event. If you have questions, please enter them in the Q&A, and we'll discuss them towards the end. Now I would like to turn it over to Knox County's trustee, Justin Biggs, and C-PACER Dedra Klotzbach to tell us more about this program.
Hello. First, I would like to thank you for this opportunity. I'm Dedra, C-PACER Analyst for the Knox County Trustee's Office. We are excited to announce a new, fresh, and innovative program in the Knox County Trustee's Office. This program will help lead the way for not only new development with commercial businesses, but job growth across this great county. In a time where cost overruns are at an all-time high and stalling development, we want to help with a solution. Knoxville is known for its historic buildings, which present an asset for revitalization and updating construction. This presents a unique opportunity for the community to benefit from restored and repurposed spaces, as well as new development. With Knoxville's historic buildings, this program will enhance economic growth and development prospects for Knoxville, creating a stronger, more vibrant community. This program is already in 31 states, and we are happy to now announce we are bringing this to you. Now it's my pleasure to introduce your Knox County Trustee, Justin Biggs.
Thank you, Dedra. I want to give a huge thank you to the Chamber for putting this on and this opportunity. Today, I'm excited for a chance to talk to you about a program that will help shape our community for decades to come. I've called Knox County my home my entire life. Our great county encompasses 508 square miles and has some of the most amazing views, food, seasons, and people any area could offer around our nation. Whether you're taking a hike on some of the trails provided in the Smoky Mountains or enjoying one of our many lakes, or partaking in some other form of recreational activity, without a question, we have some of the most beautiful scenery around the nation. With an ever-increasing population of now over 500,000 citizens, there's no denying that Knox County is leading the way in setting the standard. With new businesses such as Greenheck, Amazon, CGI, and Smith & Wesson now calling our area home, it puts a significance on the established businesses like Pilot Flying J, Covenant Health, Regal, Weigels, and others that have called our area home for some time now. This is why our team at the Trustee's Office is so excited to announce another tool for you to utilize when rehabilitating your commercial property, and also will be an asset to any new construction or future company looking to make Knox County their home. In 2023, we started the process of being able to offer the program we're here to talk to you about today. After months of diligent work and effort, we're now ready to announce Knox County can help you with your financial wants and needs with the C-PACER program. The Commercial Property Assessed Clean Energy and Resiliency program has helped lead the forefront across our nation. We're happy to be able to offer this now in the great state of Tennessee. With projects like the Blue Oval with the Ford Motor Company in Memphis already taking advantage of this program, and over $276 million in commercial development utilizing the program in Nashville, Davidson County, it just makes sense to bring this program to Knox County for your benefit. With the Oak Ridge National Laboratory 15 miles from the University of Tennessee and the world's fastest supercomputer housed 16 minutes from where I sit today, it's clear with C-PACER giving financial assistance, we are the destination in the Southeast.
So today we look forward to talking with you about C-PACER, the benefits that it can bring for your business, the extensive financial options, and we're going to show you how to get started. And we're going to follow up with a Q&A if time allows it. We want to be respectful of everyone's time, so let's jump into What is C-PACER?
The million-dollar question, what is C-PACER? Commercial Property Assessed Clean Energy and Resiliency, also known as C-PACER, is a financing approach that allows owners of commercial properties to seek long-term financing from private lenders for clean energy and resiliency improvements. C-PACER financing is available in 4 categories: energy efficiency, renewable energy, water conservation, and resiliency improvements. C-PACER allows building owners and developers to access the capital needed to make energy-related deferred maintenance upgrades, cover cost overruns, support new construction costs, and make renewable energy more cost-effective. Through the C-PACER program, building owners can access private, affordable, and long-term loans often not available through traditional building loans. C-PACER loans are recorded as liens on the property and do not appear on a property owner's balance sheet.
With C-PACER, you can take advantage of several key benefits that can have a significant impact on your project. These benefits include long-term financing of up to 90%, as well as cash flow benefits and low-cost interest. Additionally, the value of the financed building is increased, making it an asset upon sale.
It eliminates the uncertainty, so now you do have certainty of close. Lower cost of capital, fills gaps in your capital stack, and deal flow acceleration.
Financing for the C-PACER programs include things such as lighting, indoor and outdoor, roof, doors, solar panels, windows, commercial refrigeration, floors, insulation, and flood protection.
Water irrigation, permeable pavement, heating and cooling, pumps and motors, electric vehicle charging stations, tornado shelters, wind turbines, and seismic upgrades because we're on the fault line. You'll notice when speaking about the financial options, the majority of the things we covered have already been enacted in Recode Knoxville, as well as the growth policy plan, which was enacted this year. So in short, if you're rehabilitating or constructing from new, you're by code already doing the majority of these things to develop your property properly by codes and engineering standards.
So some of you might ask, how can I get started? First, you will need to review and complete the application checklist in here, and you will also see that not only commercial property applies, but so does agricultural and industrial properties. We do need a few things from you, such as property address, property owner, qualifying property, and qualifying owner information.
One of the biggest things is secure your financing through your capital provider. We review your application. Once it's approved, our team will inspect your property with our engineers. We'll administer the funds once the project begins. Once the project's complete, the contractor's involvement with C-PACER ends. We look forward to working with you through C-PACER on your projects. And I want to remind you of the many benefits this program has to offer, such as cost overruns, lower interest rates, increased property value, and up to 90% of your long-term financing. The benefits of the C-PACER program, I hope we've made very clear today. And we really look forward to partnering with you and making Knoxville reach its full potential. So in short, we want to thank you for attending today. I would also like to give another special thank you to the Knoxville Chamber for putting this event on for us. I know everyone's very busy, and we're trying to be mindful of that. And I know Q&A can get very lengthy. So now we're going to entertain the question and answer segment. And again, thank you for viewing.
Hey Nancy, you're on mute.
Sorry. Dedra, Justin, thank you for sharing that information with us. There's one question in the Q&A currently, and it says, will these slides be available for download? We will have a copy of this presentation on our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to get the information off of the Knoxville Chamber's website as well. I'll go ahead and lead us off with a question. Once a business owner secures financing, how does it work? They don't make monthly payments correct? It's all done at the end of the year through the property assessment tax, correct?
That is correct, yes. So two questions there. Number one, we would love and be honored to make this slideshow open to anyone. That's why Dedra's contact info on there. Her email address is on there. Feel free to reach out to her.
Yes, absolutely. Reach out to me with any extra questions, or if you would like the slideshow, I can send that to you.
Yeah. And the second question you asked was, no, this is not a monthly installment or monthly payment. This is sent out as the tax notice is sent out as a separate line item. So it will be due February 28th. Just like all of your regular property taxes, anyone on here that may have a pilot or a TIF to be sent out the exact same way.
What kind of support, and Dedra, you are the support, you're the contact, what type of assistance will you be able to provide?
Yes, so again, if you have any questions or would like more information, I would be glad to accommodate you and have a meeting. And my contact information's up there. And Justin.
So, and support, if you're talking about our office specifically, not the capital provider, correct? The
Correct.
capital provider would be, okay. So our office, we do, we're very blessed. We have engineers that come out and they look at the property and make sure that if you're saying you're putting in low flowing toilets, permeable pavement, and the specific things that you're claiming to be able to qualify for the program. If you're saying that, we do come out and do a check to make sure that that is, being put into place. Also, if you have legal questions, we have legal counsel that is provided as well. Basically, we have all the bases covered to make this program as seamless and flawless as we possibly can for you. A lot of effort's been put into it. So I will say this, there's not a bad question. If we don't know the answer, I promise you, our engineers and our codes inspectors and Charlie Sturkey from our legal can get you the answer. And we can definitely get back to you anything that you may have in question.
That sounds like, a lot of support. You've got a dedicated person, you've got Dedra to help anyone. Now, what types of businesses are qualified to apply for this program? Can nonprofits? This is one of the questions in the chat, in the Q&A.
Yes, 501c3s may apply. Yes, that if that's your specific question. Yes. We've seen a lot of businesses, and just so everyone knows, we are working with Nashville, Davidson County. They have a great team up there that brought this to us. We've seen businesses across the state of Tennessee come onto this. The first project was the Blue Oval. I believe I may or may not have mentioned that when talking. That was closing in on $500 million for that specific one program that was signed up on. But after that, it's moved closer to us, closer to home. We've seen revitalization of parking garages being turned into restaurants, with the commercial refrigeration aspect being put into there. That's a huge asset. We've seen a lot of things in Nashville, Davidson County. We've been there a lot and just honestly trying to nerd out and learn. That's kind of what we've been doing and seeing their projects, watching their application checklist. And then we've came home here and we've seen, we do have a pretty good amount of C-PACER deals that are going on right now, and a pretty good amount of them are downtown. So we're very happy about those that we already have underway, and one of the bigger ones coming out in the county as well.
And also to answer that, at the moment, we are not doing residential.
No, we're not.
And so you'd mentioned some downtown projects that you're currently working with. Can you tell us what types of energy efficiency items that they're taking a loan out for?
Yes. On some of the projects, it's as simple as, and there's nothing wrong with the property. It's just you have old windows, old doors, you have some of the paint that's in there, that's been there, the
Heating,
the
cooling.
heating and cooling of the hotel or the project that they're rehabilitating. It was very old. The boilers, the things that were underground being taken out. You know, a lot of the things that you and I probably take for granted. Unfortunately, in the downtown area, some of those are very old and weathered and definitely don't meet the standard that we live in today. So it's stuff like that. And whenever you get out of this specific area and you start looking at permeable pavement and how it can make sure that you don't have to have your detention ponds and stuff like that, so you can save on your square footage and put
Yeah.
in more building space or parking area. That's what a lot of people are taking advantage of as well. So, you know, in Nashville, they're building up, but in Knoxville, we're blessed. We still have some room to build out before we do have to build up.
Right. So, retrofit projects,
Yep.
But how about new construction? Does it apply to that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. New construction, you're basically kind of the best way to explain this is how this program originated, honestly, don't you think?
Yeah.
So whenever this program originated in the early 80s, C-PACER came to light because your building code was about right here. And through the dynamic of C-PACER, they expected you to be able to build right here. That secured your capital provider knew that the project was good, knew that the project was going to be around for a long time. And so over time, what's happened is that code that we've kind of been building at in Knoxville has, you know, it's kind of met the same requirements. And so now in Knoxville, when you're coming in to sign up for C-PACER, a lot of the things that you're wanting to do already in your business actually qualify for C-PACER. So you're basically building at that same level right now. Now, will it stay like that for the next 2 to 4 years? Probably not. C-PACER will probably get more stringent and that level will be moved a little bit higher. That's why it's so important to get everybody basically like grandfathered in right now. And so they can come and get on the program and take advantage of it, because a lot of the things we're seeing people do and develop at, they're already there in the county and city standard.
And most of the things for the new construction, your business is going to have to do anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So is there a maximum loan term?
The maximum loan term we're seeing right now is right at 25 years. Nashville has done a 30. We haven't been approached yet for a 30. Would I go 30? Yes, I would. But right now the maximum we're seeing is 25.
Okay. You had mentioned lenders.
Yes.
Pathway Lending, I know, has an energy loan program, and there's, I think you could do it up to 10 years. The rates are 4% for 5 years, 6% for 10 years. Dedra, do you have a list of lenders that you can share with people on your website or people who call in?
Yes, absolutely. If anybody reaches out to me, I would be glad to share and provide the list that we do have, but they can have their own, correct, Justin?
Yeah. So right now, one of the biggest lenders that we're seeing is Greenheck. I'm sorry, is New Green Capital. Sorry, I have a business on my mind. And they are doing a lot of the deals here, and they're also doing a lot of the ones in Nashville. Her name is Shelby DuPont. And we can relay that information for you, but talk about easy to work with. I will say this, I don't know if this has been asked or will be asked, but this program being so new to the state of Tennessee, we're doing something that's not done across the nation. Right now, we have a unified application. So if you're a major developer and you come to Knoxville and want to develop, you can also fill out the exact same paperwork if you're going to Nashville to develop too. There's one thing that's different. It doesn't say Justin Biggs, Knox County Trustee at the top. It'll say Nashville, Davidson, Metro County. But you will see, and we're trying to install that across the whole state of Tennessee. So that way it's easier on you. So that way, if you have a a corporation, if you have Adobe that wants to go to Nashville and they also want to do something here, well, they're familiar with the paperwork, their lender's familiar with the paperwork, and everything just kind of flows as easy as it possibly can.
And can you have multiple projects? Like say you're gonna replace your windows first. And then you're gonna change your HVAC with another one. So you
Yeah.
could have multiple.
You can have multiple projects, you can have multiple parcels, you can have, one of the things that we've seen that I honestly like is the cost overrun portion of this program is very beneficial. And reason being is because, given the construction cost right now, you may think you have a $10 million project and it comes in at 15 million. Well, what that does is that gives you time to focus on, I'm just throwing out businesses. These aren't businesses that we actually have a C-PACER deal, but let's say that you own Kearns, and it's right across Henley Street Bridge and it's going very well. But you also own, maybe one of the Rick Dover properties over here, the Tribute or whatever, and you want to be able to revitalize that property. But at the same time, you realize that Kearns needs new windows. It's fine to have something on this parcel and still have something on this parcel. That is very common. And we're in the situation now to where we do have multiple developers looking that own multiple parcels across Knox County in the city of Knoxville. So yeah, no, it's totally fine, totally allowed. You don't have to take out one lump sum and spread it across multiple projects.
And are there energy standards that have to be met?
Yes.
And those
Yes, there
standards
is.
are
Sorry,
put
I'm
down
sorry.
on your
I thought you
website.
were making a statement. I'm sorry.
So they can see a list of those standards
Yes.
on your website.
Like Dedra said, the application
We'll have that in the
process is
checklist.
going to be in the checklist. It's lengthy. We just showed you the first page.
There was a question in the Q&A about which types of properties are eligible, and you said commercial, industrial, but not residential.
Correct. At this time, we're just going to do commercial as we've just got started. Residential is a little bit different, so that might come in a few years, but at the moment, we're just going to do commercial.
Yeah. So commercial, residential, and agriculture are on the list. Commercial, agricultural, industrial, residential is not on the list. When the legislation was passed a couple years ago, there was not a residential component in there. Now, like Dedra stated, there probably will be a residential component. We're thinking that we're about 2 years minimum out from residential. Now, if you're developing 5 units or more, apartment complexes, townhomes, and things of that nature, that's in here. You can do that. But for just strictly residential, let's say if you're wanting solar panels or you're wanting something like that on your property parcel, sorry, I'm trustee oriented, so I say parcel instead of property, sorry. But if you're wanting that component, it's not been passed through legislation yet. It's being talked about with us and Erica Gilmore, the Nashville Davidson County Trustee, about doing a residential component. I think it would very much so benefit affordable housing. That's one of my major things that I'm trying to focus on is affordable housing. I do think if we had, and it's not called, just for those watching, it's not called C-PACER, it's called R-PACER. So you will notice a difference whenever we do make the switch. It will be R-PACER, and we would love the opportunity to come back on and talk to you about R-PACER, but we will be going and working with our lobbyist in Nashville to see if we cannot see R-PACER come to light here.
Some other questions in the Q&A is, does the C-PACER stay with the property if it is sold?
Yes, it is transferable upon the sale.
Property, not property owner, stays on the property.
Okay. And is C-PACER stackable with pilots or TIFs?
Yes, it is.
Great question. I don't know of many programs that is stackable like that, but it is. That's why it's such a benefit.
And someone asked if rates are predetermined, but the rates are whatever your loan company.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, we don't make the rates, that would be through your capital provider. I'm sorry that we don't have it, that we can't do anything about that, but there's literally nothing we can do. That's up to your capital provider.
Are there any restrictions, or exclusions that people need to be aware of besides what we've already talked about?
There are some restrictions and exclusions in there. Anybody that wants that data, feel free to reach out to Dedra. She can get you that. There's some fine tuning in there that our legal counsel has that would be in there. I don't think for regular specific projects like we've been seeing, there's no red flags, no restrictions in there that has halted any projects. But there are some small things in there that we would be happy to give you our manual, or you like Dedra said, come in and we'd love to accommodate you and talk to you about C-PACER.
Okay, so is C-PACER, I mean, it's here to stay. There's no deadline.
It's here to stay. And I'll say that I know I'm trying to be mindful of everyone's time, but I will say this. She and I've talked about this for quite some time. You know, I said earlier that I was born and raised here, right? And for years, I remember us talking about making it to the other side of James White Parkway. Making it to the other side of James White Parkway, you had downtown in the old city, you just kind of felt a little isolated, you know? And so now we're happy to see the multi-use stadium coming and the Smokies coming home. We are excited about that. But more than anything, I'm excited about what's about to happen around there. What's about to happen to all these businesses, these blighted properties, dilapidated areas of commercial use, where we can see people come and basically breathe fresh air into that entire area and make it reach its full potential. I'm excited to see what C-PACER offers to the community that does want an opportunity to come in and open their own business and follow their dream and come to an area that they've known to grow and love, and they will do whatever they can to make sure that they can follow what they want, the American dream, right? And so this is a tool we hope people use. We hope people come out. There's no amount too big, there's no amount too small. We want to be able to work with everybody. So at the end of the day, we think that opportunities are endless. And so we're excited. I hope that shows. Maybe we've tried to, you know, go a little quicker than normally we would, but we knew that this segment might be a little lengthy on the Q&A portion, but we're excited to see what's to come.
I don't see any other questions in the Q&A. Is there anything else that you, Justin, or Dedra would like to point out before we wrap this up?
Good. I'm good.
I think we're good. Like I said, we do want to thank you again. We appreciate this opportunity. We will be scheduling it's going to be a Q&A portion here in about, early November. We're going to hold that here at the City County building. We're going to do that for developers and contractors. So anybody that would like to come to that, please reach out to Dedra. And also we will be giving a financial class on C-PACER coming up at the beginning of next year. But for anyone that does come on C-PACER, and we do have your paperwork and all of that, or your application is approved through us since we administer the program, you won't see C-PACER on your tax bill this year. I just want to make that clear. It will be next year before you can see C-PACER on your tax bill. So anybody wanting to come in and expedite the process and try to rush through it, you won't see it on your tax statement this year. It's going to be tax year 2025 before you see it.
Justin and Dedra, I want to thank you so much. And I think as a community, we're very lucky to have a local government that is innovative, that wants our community to prosper and is doing everything it possibly can, and is putting out these programming to help educate people and provide all the support that people need. So I want to thank you again for doing this event with us today. And I want to also thank again our regional enhancement partner, Cirrus Aircraft, our infrastructure ecosystem partners, Axe Fleet Maintenance, Cook Brothers Homes, Fraley and Schilling and Smart Bank for supporting this event. Audience, be on the lookout for our next infrastructure program slated for October 22nd. We'll have panelists to discuss about quantum and how it can impact our region's future growth. Today's programming will be available on the Knoxville Chamber YouTube channel, and I hope everyone has a great day.